Well, that has always been the story, right? That investors can lose all of their money. And with cryptocurrency, since the beginning of time, there has always been volatility, right? The reason we're where we are today, the reason people consider cryptocurrency a great investment is because of that volatility. And so the job of the regulator, right, the FCA in this case, is to tell people that, to warn people of the risk. And all regulators have done that in the past. So this is not new, right? It might be coming in the wake of the recent drop in price, which is not necessarily strange with cryptocurrency, dropping 10% in one day, dropping 20% in one day. So yeah, it's something regular. Regulators in Nigeria have also put out similar statements. Same thing has also been done in the US in the past. So it's nothing we're not familiar with. The warning is important, actually.
Okay, so this OCC announcement, what does this regulation mean for financial markets in Africa?
So the OCC announcement, so to give a primer on that, the OCC announcement simply means that banks in the US can now support, they can be validators on blockchain nodes, which means they can use and support cryptocurrencies, stable coins to be precise. Now, stable coins are coins that are tethered to a stable asset, right? So it could be gold, it could be USD, it could be GBP. Now, the OCC has come out to say that banks can support stable coins. They can become validators on the node, which means they can verify transactions and they can also bank stable coins for their customers. Now, what it means for the African market is because the entire world is largely dependent on the US dollar as the reserve currency, we'll start to see that a lot more regulators in Africa are tending towards the same directions. And if the banks in the US are able to support stable coins, it also means that there might now be a push for banks in Africa to also support stable coins. So that's sort of what it might mean for Africa, right? And then generally the regulation would most likely now be tending towards a bit more acceptance of stable coins and then cryptocurrency in general.
Do you expect the same or similar regulation to happen within the Nigerian space?
In the past, we've seen regulations going in sync, right, in all of the markets. So as the OCC has come out to put out this statement, we expect that our regulators will take this seriously and then start considering it based on the framework and the peculiarities of the Nigerian market. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a case-by-case basis, but then I expect that our regulators will now take it a bit more seriously with respect to stable coins.
Is cryptocurrency as popular in Nigeria as in other climes? What are Nigerians doing with cryptocurrencies? What are you doing with cryptocurrency?
So cryptocurrency is there is a growing number of people that are familiar with cryptocurrency, right? That number is growing on a daily basis, and then to talk about what people are doing with cryptocurrency. So maybe like the top 3, top 4 a lot of people are using cryptocurrency for investment, right? So these are people who are trying to maybe save in cryptocurrency, buy low, and then maybe sell later in time for a bit more profit. And then you have people who are doing remittance with cryptocurrency because of the speed of movement of money across borders, and then also the fees. So people are using cryptocurrency for remittance, and then you have people who are actually paying for goods and then accepting payments. That's merchant services with cryptocurrency. And then you now have another sect of people who are day traders, right? So they buy high and then they buy low, they sell high within a day's period to earn their daily bread. So that's sort of the use cases that we've seen based on conversations with some of our customers, and then also research that has been published.
Do you think Nigerian regulators will adopt cryptocurrency anytime soon, or you think there's still a whole lot of work to do out there?
On regulations for cryptocurrency and then the regulatory stance. So what we've seen last year is the SEC has come out with a position on how they're looking at and considering cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and altcoins, right? So we think going into this year, there will be a bit more regulation and then communication from the regulators. Regulation is important for this space. It's important for protection of consumers. It's important for development of the space in general, and then also allowing other people who are participating in the space, giving them clarity, right? So I think with time, we'll see a bit more regulation come from the regulators, and then that will give clarity to the space in general.